Hello and welcome all. You're watching Football Daddy. I am Ankit Agarwal, and as usual, I'm joined by my good friend and co-host Saksham Arya. But today we also have a very special friend in the video with us. We have Soumyajit Chatterjee, who is a die-hard Liverpool fan and has been following Premier League for almost 10 plus years. So today we have come around to discuss the best 11 starting 11 for Liverpool. So we already know Van Dijk is out probably for the entire season. Matip is not playing right now. So we know there's quite some problems with Liverpool going, and they're not producing the highest standards that we expect them to. So we basically are trying to create a best starting 11 on this video with Soumyajit, who is our Liverpool expert. So I think without any further ado, let's jump. So as you can see on the screen, we have got a standard 4-4-2 formation right now. So let's start first, I think, with the formation. So Saksham, Soumyajit, any one of you tell us, क्या लगता है, which formation should Liverpool play in?
Liverpool has been very successful with the 4-3-3 formation so far. They have secured the Champions League as well as the Premier League with that same formation. Though they have been changing it in certain games, but normally we see them comfortable in that formation. So right now, but in the last game we saw that Jurgen Klopp tweaked it a little bit and changed it to a 4-2-3-1.
So yeah, Shomi, as you were mentioning, Liverpool last season played only 6 matches with the 4-2-3-1 formation, but right now with the main defender out due to fitness reasons, I think yes, they might fall back to 4-2-3-1 because that does provide sort of solid rigidity towards the back. So Ankit, what's your opinion on this?
Yeah, I think I completely agree. Like a 4-3-3, they have been using it quite a lot, but a 4-2-3-1 makes quite sense for them. So I'm just gonna fix it right now. I think there's no discussion around it. It's Alisson, of course.
Yeah,
so Alisson is the goalkeeper.
So Shomi, I think you will agree with me if I pick Matip and Gomez as the two central defenders. What do you think?
Exactly. So Gomez will be starting off pretty sure, but there has been some speculation about Matip. So we kind of expect Fabinho to be taking that deep central defender role. So I'd like to put Fabinho and Gomez as the two defenders.
All right. And Ankit, would you rely on the central defender instead of the central defending midfielder?
So I think you made some good points. Like Shomya mentioned that he would probably go with a Fabinho and Gomez, and you mentioned Matip and Gomez. So I think first we can basically put in Gomez here. Yeah. So I think we can basically fix on Gomez as one of the centre backs. But coming to the second centre back, Shomya was going with Fabinho. You went with Matip. I think that it's going to be Matip for the longer season. Fabinho has been doing really great, but as a centre back pairing, I think he's going to stick with Matip right now if when he's fit to play, because Fabinho is someone that he would like to bring on in the midfield because he just adds that flair to the midfield in Liverpool that Liverpool has been missing so sorely so far. So when we go to the midfield, we'll talk more about Fabinho, but right now I think Matip is a good option, but since he's injured, I think we can put in Fabinho for the time being, if that makes sense to you guys.
So one more thing I'd like to point out is, usually when Liverpool was defending against sort of a high pressure game, it was always Fabinho as a central midfield defender who, sort of sitting between Gomez and Van Dijk. So it won't be sort of a very huge ask from him if he plays as the central defender. I think he can do fairly well.
Okay, so then going to the full backs, so the left back and the right back, I think it's pretty much nailed, settled. We have Robertson, or if you have any other option, I'm probably Tsimikas can play in place of Robertson somewhere.
No, that's what should I say? That's not possible right now, because Tsimikas he will need some time to kind of adapt to the Liverpool style, and we did see a few appearances of him, but it wasn't as that convincing as for Jurgen Klopp to land him that first team role.
I think you guys will agree when I say that these two are the best fullbacks in the game right now, right?
I mean, man, one thing I think people who are watching this, please put Jurgen Klopp OP in the chat. I mean, Jurgen Klopp took Robertson from Hull City, turned him into a world-class left back. I mean,
Yeah.
kudos to Jurgen Klopp. Seriously,
Yeah.
kudos to Jurgen Klopp. And since we're talking about the fullbacks, some stats for our viewers who love stats. So Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold
It's okay,
had a
guys. If you
combined.
leave the video right now, like and subscribe if you liked it.
I love stats, so I'm just going to put it out there. Trent Alexander-Arnold had 13 assists and 4 goals. Robertson had 12 assists and 2 goals. Trent Alexander-Arnold broke the record for the most number of assists from any fullback in the history of Premier League. So there you have it. Like, they are probably like was the best fullbacks in Premier League, but probably also best fullback in the world right now. So coming to central midfield position, we have two places. I think this is where it gets a little tricky because Liverpool have so many options in the midfield. So Saksham, tell us, do you think Henderson should or should not be starting for Liverpool?
I think Henderson is the only obvious choice in the midfield right now because he's not only the team captain, but he's also plays a really pivotal role when it comes to switching from offense to defense, creating chances. He scores really amazing long shot goals. Plus, he's the one who sort of, you can see him from time to time sort of giving those calls to the other midfielders, where to go, what to do. The interesting position we should be looking into is probably who would be going to get picked, Wijnaldum or Thiago, because yes, these two will be sort of filling the same position, but
So
they two have different mindsets. So yeah, Ankit, go ahead.
yeah, so I think coming to Henderson just for a bit, I think like his captaincy abilities are one thing, but you're looking more to him as a pivotal player, as a ball-winning midfielder in that midfield trio in Liverpool's defense. For me, I think being a captain is the strongest asset that Henderson has.
Yeah.
Because I think if you think about it, like we saw in Real Madrid, like Real Madrid were without Sergio Ramos and they looked lost. Sergio Ramos came in, they won the El Clasico 3-1. Even Liverpool were looking lost before Henderson, and a strong captain makes that much of a difference in any squad.
Yeah.
So I think Henderson gets picked, correct, but for me, he gets only picked for his captaincy. Like Liverpool looks lost without him as a
Yeah.
midfield.
Yes.
Yeah, what do you think?
So in the other midfield role, I would choose Wijnaldum for right now because Thiago has been reported as having a knee injury, and so he will be out for a certain number of games. But once he comes back to training, and I can really see that Jurgen Klopp can easily fit him into this 4-2-3-1 formation because he has been playing in such a formation with Bayern, who used to play in such a 4-2-3-1 formation. So I can really see him playing as that midfielder who can swing out the passes to the wingers and the forwards. So
But like for short term, you're saying Wijnaldum because probably Thiago is having a knock. But for a longer term, for like a best 11 that Liverpool can have, you say Thiago, right?
yeah.
But
Okay.
one more thing, for the larger part of the season, Van Dijk won't be playing, and without Van Dijk, I'm not sure how Liverpool's defense is going to look like. And out of Thiago and Wijnaldum, I think Wijnaldum is probably the better defender. So don't you think Klopp might stick to Wijnaldum just because he has his star defender missing in his team?
In
So-
that case, he needs Fabinho's at least Fabinho to have a midfielder role, or else who will help in the ball progression. I think
But
Fabinho helps with
Fabinho
that
will be
now.
playing in the centre back, right? So again,
Yeah,
that
if he plays in the centre back, there will be a need for a playmaker. So in the name of playmaker, we have the best playmaker, who is Thiago. So for the time
So
being,
you are
I think they'll stick to Wijnaldum.
So what
So
you are
I
saying
think-
is, if Fabinho plays as a centre defender, Klopp will be picking Thiago, and if Fabinho is moved to a more midfielder position, then Wijnaldum will be picked, right?
Yeah.
So probably in the setup right now, since we have picked Fabinho in the centre back, we can pick Thiago. But I think one interesting point that I think Shaumya made, you made, Sakshi, is that since Van Dijk is out for the rest of the season, how do you get that defensive stability from Liverpool? So I think one thing that interesting that I saw against Sheffield's game that Liverpool played was both, like, Robertson was going further forward than Trent Alexander-Arnold was. And this is a common trend that I've been seeing since the start of this season only. So Henderson is moving more to the right, occupying the right hand space, so that right winger can move inside. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is not moving very forward. He's mostly moving up to the, like, the defensive, like the like the second line of attack for the opposition, but then stopping there. He's not moving further. And Robertson actually going into the ball. So I think it makes more sense to put Thiago here, because he, as Shomi mentioned, like, you're missing a basically an attacking playmaker in the midfield without Thiago.
Yeah.
So let's put Thiago here.
So yeah, I think most of the compensation after losing Van Dijk will come from the shift in formation itself. From 4-3-3, they are shifting to 4-2-3-1. So that would help a lot. So Ankit,
okay.
what do you think about left winger? I mean, do you think there is a better player than Mane right now in Liverpool's team?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Alright.
not. There's no chance. There's no chance. I mean, it's very simple. There has to be Mane, nothing else. So the right wing should probably be. So Jurgen Klopp should go to a scientific center, clone Mane, and put him right wing if he can.
I think in the last game they played Diogo Jota in the right wing, so I think that would be a good option going forward, because Jota has that pressing mentality when it comes to defending, and also while attacking, he really can make those runs outside in the attacking third, and so that will be a very good option for Jurgen.
Coming to the right wing position, Shomya, do you think Mane can be cloned and put on the right wing? That's a good choice for Jurgen Klopp.
I don't think so, because Mane, he's very comfortable with playing in the left wing. Though in game, Jurgen Klopp kind of gives them the free role to change to change positions. But I don't think that he will start with the right wing role, because we kind of see him going through the left flanks and finishing with his deadly right foot. So for the right wing in the last match, Jurgen Klopp made Jota play. So I think he will kind of fit in that right wing role. And when it comes to defense, Jota is very good at pressing the team high. So in that case, he will fit into the Jurgen Klopp gegenpressing formation pretty well. And also while attacking, he does pose a threat to the defense with his attacking runs behind the defense.
Yeah, makes sense. Saksham?
One interesting thing that we can sort of highlight here is, Firmino, he has been playing as a shadow striker, right? That's what his role has been so far under Jurgen Klopp. So now that Salah, his most consistent goal scorer, has been sort of, shifted into this shadow striker position, do you think there will be a few tweaks?
I personally think here that Salah is not going to play as a shadow striker. He's going to play as like a proper number 9 center forward position. But I also think that the front four of Liverpool right now looks so fluid that Mane can come inside, Jota can come inside, Salah can go to the right position. If Salah wants, he can drop deep, and Firmino can go up front. So I think the front four is very fluid. So we are just putting positions where we think they will start the game. But once the game starts and it progresses, I think Mane, Jota, Salah, Firmino, all the four will keep on interchanging the positions as and when they feel fit in the game. That's what I believe for Liverpool.
Yeah, I think the front four of Liverpool looks even scarier now that Van Dijk is not playing. I don't know how, but it's really, really scary.
I actually agree with Ankit regarding this, because Salah hasn't really played in that number 9 false 9 position which Firmino plays. So we kind of see Salah as the more goal poacher kind of a player. So he will work good as a striker.
Shadow striker.
So So Firmino, I think he has been heavily criticized for not scoring those so many goals. So do you think
Right.
Klopp will ask him to, sort of fall outside the box and provide those supporting passes rather than going inside the goals?
I think a great quality of Firmino is his positional play, like the
Mhm.
position he gets into to, I think, take the pass and to feed it off to
Yeah.
the attacker. That's his greatest ability, for which he was chosen for 38 games in Premier League last season. So I think an attacking midfielder role suits him, but he's not that creatively inclined to create those chances. So I personally think that this is probably his last season as a regular in Liverpool.
So over the years, we will see Firmino dropping and Minamino coming as a substitute.
So, Ankit, I was thinking that maybe compromises might also come from the two fullbacks to fill in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
role of Van Dijk. So, Robertson and Arnold has been known for their forward adventurous runs, but now that Van Dijk is missing from the lineup, we might see them, sort of not going for those forward runs, playing back. And do you think this might contribute to Liverpool sort of scoring less goals in the league this season, or are
I
they
think
going to keep up with their record of scoring so many goals?
I think in terms of the number of goals,
Mhm.
last season 85 goals, and that was even overperforming by their standards.
Yeah.
When I say overperforming, because the number of goals they were expected to score was somewhere around 71.4. They scored 85 goals, and that was mostly because the number of score goals that Mane and Salah scored, which were very low XG, which basically means that goals that were very hard to score, they scored. That those were some amazing goals. Uh, in the formation that we have basically created right now, Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold are not going. Yeah, I think as you said that probably we are going to see lesser number of forward runs from the fullback. Maybe at least one of them, not both, but at least one of them. So
So yeah, Liverpool does play a bit of diagonal passes, right? Like they can switch
yeah,
from
yeah,
since they used to have Van Dijk and he was such an amazing passer of the game. He used
great.
to make those diagonal passes. Klopp can utilize those diagonal passes, so so he can sort of saturate the pressure that the opposing team is creating. And with that, he might sort of create a few counter-attacking chances. If I'm not wrong, Liverpool had the highest number of counter-attacking goals last season.
Do you think that uh, in the formation that we created, like we basically talked about Thiago being the attacking threat in the midfield. So do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see Shomya and Saksham, both of you? Do you see that Firmino might say drop down to say here? So Firmino, we might see Firmino dropping down to a Thiago position during the game.
I think instead of Firmino falling back, we will see a three-man defense from Fabinho, Gomez, and Henderson. And Thiago and Firmino will be sort of covering that midfield position, and they will switch off depending the situation of the game. And Salah, as Jurgen Klopp always likes, Salah might sort of drop back a bit just to get those passes and link up with other players. So not, I don't think there will be a huge shift in the play style of Firmino, but Salah will have to work a bit because he is most comfortable on the right side. So he might have to adjust a bit playing centrally.
Yeah, yeah,
I
makes
think
sense. Makes sense. I think this is our starting 11. There will be certain players on the bench like Wijnaldum, Minamino, and Adrian, of course. So this is our starting 11, guys. Tell us, what do you think about our starting lineup? Share with us your starting lineup. We will have the link to this website in the description box below. If you think that we should have included some more players, or do you have any other thoughts on the Liverpool lineup, please let us know in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Saksham, any closing words for our viewers?
Yes, guys, we're very close to reaching 1 million subscribers. So please keep sharing these videos.